overcoming rejection, one of the key things that either make or break your success as a real estate agent. Because regardless of how you actually get your leads, whether it be through marketing, ads, billboards, flyers, expos, cold calling, referrals, regardless of all of that, doesn't guarantee that you close or you will be able to close every single person you talk to, whether the prospect is qualified or not qualified, whether the prospect has filled in some questions and said, yes, I am looking to move in a week, or yeah, I am looking to move in a month, whether you literally met that person and did an appraisal or evaluation. It doesn't guarantee that you'll get a closed deal, whether that deal be a mandate to place up the listing, or that deal is an offer made into one of your listings that you already have. So a home purchaser or a homeowner, regardless of which it may be, there is no way to guarantee that every single person you talk to is going to become a client. And as you go on your real estate career, whether you in this for your first month and you're about to jump in your second month, or whether you're in your 20th year and you're about to jump into your 21st year, the no's add up. I mean, let alone me on my side as well. I've hopped on over 100 sales calls, and not every single person in the sales call closes and becomes a client. I mean, average real estate agent they could literally spend hours a day cold calling. Let's just take one. Let's say you're a hardworking agent, and we'll take one. And let's say you do cold calling. We'll just take 1 day, right? 1 day of your cold calling life, and let's say you cold called 100 people that day, right? Because that is, if you say you want to do cold calling and that is your main way of actually generating leads or clients, then 100 is basically like a hygiene standard, the minimum that you should be doing. But let's say you cold call 100 of them, right? And I know, just based on some of my clients' results who not only work with us but also do cold calling as well, where they have a telecanvasser which is cold call for them, doing about 200 calls a day, is they're getting about 2 to 4 appointments every week from a person who cold calls 200 people every single day, Monday to Friday. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's about 1,000 cold calls every single week, getting them about 2 to 4 appointments. And out of those 2 to 4, only 2 to 3, 1 to 3 actually they end up meeting, and one of those 4 people always end up somehow slipping out the cracks and canceling the appointment, rescheduling. And then when you reschedule, you say, okay, let's reschedule, we'll meet next week. And then that same week comes on and they reschedule again. Is insane. What that essentially means or entails is the fact that you had to go through 994. Nah, maths isn't correct. You had to go through 996 no's. Hearing 996 no's just to get 4 people to say yes. And understanding that out of those 4 people, not all 4 of them are going to become a client. If you're good at what you do, probably 50% of those people will become a client. So it's bearing in mind that you have to listen to 998 failures to get 2 deals. And now when I'm saying the numbers, you're like, yeah, it's a numbers game. Numbers game makes sense, like 1,000 calls, 2 deals. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's like, true, it makes sense. But what if you're the person doing the calling and having to hear the no? Because that really screws with you mentally. Because I know on my side, at the very least I can speak for myself, is when someone says no to me, at the very least before I start working on overcoming my fear of rejection, every time a person would say no, or no, I'm not interested, or no, thank you, please don't contact me again. It was always this thing of they're not rejecting my service, or they're not rejecting my help. They're rejecting me as a person and my whole life and story. And the moment you can, at the very least, separate the rejection and understanding that they're not rejecting you. Look, maybe that person just really needed to go to the toilet. And you caught them at a time where they were going to the toilet. Maybe that person literally had a headache and they really couldn't deal with talking to you, because that you talking to you made their headache worse. Maybe it's a totally different other. Maybe they already have someone they're working with and they're just trying to be polite with you and they just don't want to let you know. Right? There could be all of these variables, and understanding that just because someone rejected you and said, no, I'm not interested, that just means that whatever service or help you wanted to align with them, whether it be, hey, let's have a meeting so I can help you sell your home, or hey, let's have a meeting so I can help you purchase your dream home, is the moment they do reject you, it's understanding that they're not rejecting you, they're rejecting that offer you made them. And maybe it's the offer they didn't like, or maybe it's just bad timing, but it is never really you, because that 2-second conversation or that 30-second conversation is not a rejection on your 40 years of life experience, your 30, 20, 18, 19, 16 years of life experience. Understanding and taking a moment to realize that, hey, out of 1,000 calls, I'm gonna get 4 people that say they're interested. And you know what? That excites me. That excites me because, granted, I got 996 people that said no, but the only reason why they said no is because they didn't feel that the offer aligned with them. And that's okay. I'm not gonna force it, because you can't force an offer down someone's throat, because in that situation you're not doing it because you're trying to help them. It's reversed. It's not a win-win situation, it's a win-lose situation, even if they end up saying, yeah, let's have a meeting. But understand that, hey, out of 996 people won't like the offer, it won't be meant for them, that's okay. But the 4 that will like the offer, I'm super excited to help them and help them achieve their goal, whether that be, like I said, purchasing a home or selling their current home. So what I really feel would be a great segue from what we just talked about is this video right next to me here. So I'll see you in that video. Cheers.